Hey, it's Kate, back doing my nails again. Today's look is heavily inspired by a post that was sent to me on Instagram. I will link the original post down below if you'd like to check it out. But it's a very simple spring look, and when it was actually sent to me, my first thought was, oh yeah, that's really simple and doable. My second thought was, oh hang on a second, I actually have colours really similar to that. So I thought I'd give it a crack. So I'm using two Revel colours for this, Amused and Greta, and I'm doing my simple dip application with the pink on my pinky and ring finger and the orange on my pointer and thumb, and then I'm doing an ombre on my middle finger of the two colours. So I'm doing 2 coats of each colour, a clear cap on top, and then activating between using each colour just so they don't get contaminated between use of colours. So I have, as you may see on my left hand, what I believe is a failed attempt at a sunset look. I do have it filmed, but I don't know if I want to post it, so if you do want to see that, let me know in the comments because I'm hesitant. I wasn't really happy with how it turned out, but yeah, let me know. So I'm going in and activating this pink, and I will be back when I'm ready to do the ombre. Okay, so for my middle finger, I am doing a scrub ombre. In my opinion, this is the easiest way to do an ombre. Some people prefer the tap method. I just find that gets way too messy, and I'm working on a white desk, so mess is not appreciated. So the way I'm going to do this is I'm going to do a layer of my Revel Pro Base, and then I'm going to dip straight into my clear powder. So the clear powder is going to act like a secondary base to this, and I'm going to make sure to not wipe off or tap off any of the excess here. I want to make sure that there is a little bit of, I guess, residue powder left on there. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little makeup brush. It's sort of quite dense. Don't ask me what kind of brush it is. I have absolutely no idea. It's a really old one. And now what I'm going to do is I'm picking up a bit of the pink, and I am going to lightly tap bits on, and then I'm going to start scrubbing it into that clear on only the right side of that nail. So when I'm happy with how much colour payoff I've gotten with that, I'm going to wipe off my brush and then dip straight into the orange and repeat the process on the other side. So the first layer when you're doing a scrub ombre can come out quite sheer and you don't get much colour payoff, depending on the type of brush you're using. It really is a learning process as to how well it works for you and what works best for you. So it is a bit of trial and error there. So once I'm happy with how those two have come out, I'm going to apply another layer of Pro Base and dip yet again into my clear powder, and I'm going to repeat this process again, but this time I'm going to start with the orange rather than the pink, just because it balances out the ombre a little bit better. then doing it the same side again, even though I wasn't really entirely happy with how well the ombre turned out. I think the whole nail looked a little bit like it was sort of one weird pinky orangey colour. But yeah, as you can see, repeating the process, doing orange then pink, and just really making sure I'm not scrubbing too much at first, because I don't want to, I guess, leave a dent in the clear dip powder, which can happen when you're using a stiffer brush. You can use softer brushes. I just find that the colour payoff takes a lot longer to show up. Whereas with this one, you can see on my second layer, that's pretty much exactly the same as it is on my other fingers with the orange. So into the pink. This is the last time with these colours I only needed to do 2 layers, which was actually really nice. Previously when I've done scrub ombres, it's taken 2 or 3 to get that colour that I'm really looking for. But it depends on the dip powder as well. If you have one that is highly pigmented, it does not take long at all to get the colour that you're looking for. So when you're happy with how it's turned out, or like me, you get impatient and just think to yourself, that'll do, I am applying one last layer of my base coat and dipping into my clear as a clear cap layer. So it is important to clear cap this particular layer. Any ombre that you do, any glitters, any pattern, always clear cap it. That way when it comes to filing and shaping, you don't get rid of any of the colour or design that you've just worked so hard to put on in the first place. So after I've done this, I have activated that nail, and then as usual I have done all my filing off camera just to save everybody a whole lot of time. And at this point I'm done with all of my dip liquids and dip powders. So I just like to get them out of the way. I like to have a very clean workspace. So you can really see that ombre come through once I apply the activator. And as you can tell, my activator is well and truly almost empty. Okay, so once I have filed my nails and I'm happy with them, I am taking my Imali, I believe I pronounced that correctly this time. I am taking this gel, no wipe gel top coat, and applying that to each of my nails, making sure to cap the free edge and sidewalls, or what little sidewalls there are, because my nails are quite short back when I did this. And then I am curing them for 1 minute in my LED UV lamp. And there we go, all done and finished. With my top coat, I'm now going in with my Candy Skincare lavender cuticle oil, I believe I used here. Yes. And just applying that to all of my cuticles because they have had a long day. So I was really happy with how this turned out. It was absolutely perfect for spring. And look, even if it's not spring where you are at the moment and it's autumn, why not? You can have a fun pink and orange mani any time of year. So if you like the video, please hit the thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.